Hey guys, Kyle here at St. Pete Fishing Outfitters with another episode of Fitted to Fish. And this week, we're gonna be talking about some Kingfish rigs. So first, we're gonna be talking about some 7-strand wire. This is a great wire to tie with. It's really easy and it's very fast if you wanna pump out a lot of rigs at one sitting and have them ready for the next day of fishing. So we're gonna tie with this 7-strand, and today we're gonna be using 40-pound AFW 7-strand wire. And I'm going to show you how to tie with this to tie a little rig for, say, greenbacks, small blue runners, and even some sardines. So our components to this rig are going to be some VMC 4X strong size 4 treble hooks. I like these 4X strongs for fighting big fish, and they hold up very nicely on big kings. For the nose hooks, we're going to be using a 3/0 O'Shaughnessy bait hook, and these are really good for hooking those baits in the nose or even shoulder hooking a bait out there on the water. For a swivel, we have a Tsunami 80-pound swivel, and that'll be great for tying to your leader or tying to your main line. So to start out, we've got a piece of 7-strand wire, and it's going to be about 36 inches long to start. And the way we're going to start this, we're going to run this wire through the eye of the treble hook and just lay it up right down the shank of the hook, and you probably want like an inch hanging back. And then to tie the knot, we're going to take the piece of wire coming out the eye and just wrap it back on the shank of the hook. And we're going to do about 7 or 8 wraps. Then you're going to want to hold that tightly when you take the main wire and thread it back through the eye. And that's going to be your main knot for your treble hook, and we're also going to do the same knot for your nose hook. After you get your treble hook on, is going to be putting the nose hook on. So we're going to thread that through the wire, pull it all the way back, and then at this point you're going to be able to measure out how long you want your rig. So if you're using, say, greenbacks or small blue runners, you might want about a 4 to 5 inch rig. So that's where you can measure it out and get it to where you like it. And we're going to be doing the same knot as we did with the treble hook. So we've got the line running down the back of the hook, and we're going to take the wire, wrap back 7 or 8 times, and then we're going to feed that wire back through the eye of the hook. So now you've got your treble hook and your nose hook on. It's time to put the swivel. To tie the swivel on, we're going to do a different knot. It's going to be a figure 8 knot. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our wire, thread it through the swivel, and we're just going to wrap it around the main wire twice, and then take it back through this main loop. Then you can pull that tightly and trim that down. Now you've got your full rig. So you've got your swivel, nose hook, treble hook. So the next rig we're going to be talking about is going to be a single strand wire rig. And for this single strand rig, we're going to be using a number 4 for the swivel to the nose hook, and then a number 5 wire from the nose hook to the treble hook. We're going to start by using these round nose pliers, and these are very nice when you're tying loops that go on your hooks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the single strand wire and run it through these round nose pliers, And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna clamp it down. Now you can take this wire, form it around those round nose pliers, and just fold it. And the finished product will be a nice little loop that you can put on your hook. And we're gonna do that for the swivel, the nose hook, and the treble hook. So now we have our wire prepared to tie the treble hook on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just thread the treble hook on this wire, and we're gonna take some needle nose pliers, and we're just gonna pinch it. That way it won't move around as you're twisting. And what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna want an even twist. You don't wanna really wrap the one wire around the other. You want them interlocking and twisting together. So you're just gonna slide your fingers in and just get a nice good twist. We're gonna do that probably 4 to 5 times. And then you can bend this tag wire to a 90-degree angle where we're gonna start our barrel wraps. And the barrel wraps, we're gonna do about 4 wraps around the main wire, and that will finish the knot off. Now that the knot is finished, we can just bend this wire back and forth, and it will pop off and leave you with a nice flush finish. Just like that. And now you'll repeat that process, throwing the nose hook on, and then also the swivel. And that's your single strand rig for Kingfish. Thank you for tuning in on this video on tying Kingfish rigs, and stay up to date with our channel, Fitted the Fish, for new videos next week.